A good performance management system produces a healthy career growth. This is because it's an ongoing process that should occur from the time an employee is hired. Performance management is a continuous practice by supervisors who understand their role in monitoring and measuring staff performance. Once team leaders and those they supervise understand the difference between performance appraisal and management, they'll always look forward to the face-to-face appraisal event. And this is because when staff performance is managed well, we have several positive outcomes and personal growth for both parties. Career growth is what every employee desires in whatever path they've chosen to pursue. Is it possible to assess an employee performance effectively only once or twice in a given year without consistently managing it each month? Please share your comments below if you think so, and welcome to 5 Talents Africa. The activities in a job description is what managers evaluate in performance management. Do your staff understand their roles in the organization, and are they documented? Do they know the outcome of each of these activities, and are there timelines? Do they know how their roles impact the overall goals of the organization? That is the reason why employees must have job descriptions. Without one, there will be duplication of roles, conflicts emerge, supervisors will repeat instructions often, and no one will be accountable for anything. No business owner can afford to do this with his time. That is why performance management cannot work in isolation from a job description. This list of work is broken down to what should be done daily, as well as what should be achieved. It's only with a job description that performance can be measured. Let us know below if you have job descriptions that guide your work on a daily basis. Let us understand what is this performance management. There must be a purpose for doing any job to achieve something. This outcome should be measurable within a given period. Continuously reviewing and improving how this work is done is known as performance management. And that is what a supervisor should do. That is why employees must understand their roles clearly, set objectives on what they should achieve within the assessment period. This should be done in liaison with the supervisor. Continuous feedback is necessary throughout this period so that there are no surprises at any one time. As an employer, what have you done to ensure that your employees understand their roles and your expectations? Do you have a performance management system in place, and do your staff understand it? Please share your comments below and we shall be glad to respond to you. And who leads the performance management process? Supervisors lead this process in their departments with the support of the human resource team. It's the duty of the supervisor to understand the organization's objectives and break it down to those supervised and ensure that whatever is expected from them is in line with this goal. Employees should be able to evaluate their progress as they work, and supervisors should give feedback as they continuously monitor and track progress. Whatever outcomes being assessed must be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. These are the SMART goals which must be clearly understood by the supervisor and the supervisee. If performance is managed well throughout the year, then the formal calendar appraisals becomes a welcomed event, and this is because the regular reviews, honest feedback, and correction improves overall performance of the supervised. A good performance management system embraces regular consultations to identify errors and correct them. Good working relationship allows for this, and with modern technology, reviews can be conducted within a very short time using the phone, emails, and virtual meetings. A simple note to inform the other on the progress and feedback on the same is all that is required to be on track. Mentorship is key, and both parties should learn from each other in the process. However, the supervised should strive to learn more from the supervisor for career growth. It is the duty of a supervisor to ensure that the supervised is well trained, and that is why they participate in their recruitment. They track and record progress and provide a tension-free work environment. The supervisee should also be teachable and respectful. Let us know how performance is managed in organizations. Performance management cannot take place in an environment where employees are withdrawn and have no support. A workplace where staff shout at each other, there is no consultation, and only one person talks or tells the other what must be done cannot have a well-managed performance system. This is because there is no discussion nor respect. A workplace where employees are not free and are always tense does not allow for growth because there is fear. This is because it's always the supervisor's way at all times, and no contribution is allowed from anyone else. Workplaces where supervisors remind the employees who they are not workplaces. The supervisor's behavior should reflect their role. The Human Resource Department should lead the overall performance management system to ensure that good human resource practices are used throughout this process to ensure fairness. An organization and its workers suffer when a bad performance management system exists. Retaining staff may become a problem once they discover that supervisors can get away by giving unfair and dishonest feedback on their performance. Those who remain are demotivated and are never engaged. They do the barest minimum to earn a salary as they actively focus in job search. The unfortunate thing about this is that even if an employee has a good idea to share, they withhold it due to the unfairness experienced. This builds poor work relations and it's a loss to the company. Organizations lose time and money if the process is biased and retain data that cannot be used for decision making because it's incorrect. Supervisors lose when their department's productivity goes down and eventually get exposed. Please share in the comments below your idea of a good performance management system. Why do we need a good performance management system? They are transparent, effective, and everyone has clarity on their career progression in the company, as well as the reward system. Good human resource practices make it fair, inclusive, and reliable. The outcome is used for decision making to empower employees. Employee work progress is documented and the performance management policy is followed. They understand their roles, which are in line with the organization's objectives. Supervisors understand their roles as coaches, mentors, and trainers and build the capacity of their supervisees if weaknesses are identified. Future organizational plans are well managed with a functional human resource focusing. Please share with us your comments below what you think a good performance management system should entail. And this brings us to the end of our tutorial today. Thank you for watching. If you've learned something today, please like and share to benefit others. You can also subscribe to get our next tutorial.